Greetings, hope of the people, precious Pachacuti Mesa tradition aspirants of the great work. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome Renée Davenport, a dear sister and medicine carrier initiated by the Camasca lineage of the Pachacuti Mesa tradition as a sanctioned teacher of these same healing arts. Renée, thank you so much for showing up and sharing your beauty walk with our global community of Pachacuti Mesa practitioners and carriers.
Don Oscar, thank you so much for bringing me to this point in my life.
It is all a matter of love. Munai. So that said, I have a couple of questions for you to center our dialogue. The first is, what initially drew you to this practice, to this great work?
Well, in the beginning, it was opening my email one day and there being an invitation to view a video that you presented the Pachacuti Mesa tradition and your teachings of it. And as I watched that video, I was reminded of my very strong connection to spirit and the earth and rocks and all of her animals and streams. It was so alive in me as a young child. Like I have deep memories, vivid memories of being a toddler and playing for hours in our driveway, choosing different bits of gravel and befriending them, having relationships with them, and plumping down in the middle of blooming flower beds to my mother's chagrin, just to inhale the aromas. It was all so life affirming and also spirit affirming to me. And I carried that through most of my younger days. And I remember finding at the age of 30, it was not there anymore as it had always been. And I really longed for it. And hearing your video that day, I knew that you were going to help me reconnect. And you did. Thank you.
As I'm fond of saying, it's all done with mirrors. Not that I am doing anything, I'm just reflecting back to you what is already within your heart and within your service vision. Um, and I am humbled by the fact that through these video means, the medicine is able to be conveyed in a manner that helps you remember your true self and brought you to this point in life where you can now be an emissary of this lineage that is millennial and has a great relevance to the modern world, as you well know. As we move into this work, it is often that we change and transform ourselves. And I'd like to hear from you in what ways has been being sanctioned a teacher of this lineage changed you or transformed you, and most significantly.
Well, as I stated earlier, I knew that studying with you, your being my teacher, would help me remember my source, my connection to source and to light, or as a light being. And becoming sanctioned by you to teach this beautiful tradition, um, it changed me in unexpected ways. It gave me trust in myself that every sacred ritual and ceremony I do, I I believe and know and trust that it's changing. It's enabling me to co-create my future, and being sanctioned as a teacher of this tradition, I realize that it's enabling me to teach others how to co-create their futures. And in a time where the earth seems desperate for humans to change their relationship to her and perhaps how they use her or abuse her, it seems very important to me to pass this lineage, this wisdom, these practices of how to live in harmony with each other and in respect to the earth and to the stone relatives and to all of our animal allies and relatives. It confirms that I have been and am still on the right path. And it's taken all doubt away from me about my future being delightful, and also just being able to fulfill my destiny, because I truly believe I'm now doing what I came here to do. And that's a beautiful thing as an adult.
It certainly is, my good sister. It certainly is. And the way that you express the calling, having heeded that call, really brings this sensation to my own Hatung Songko, my universal heart, that we have been doing this work for millennia. And it is such a joy to reconnect after so many incarnational episodes and realize, wow, we're not alone. We have a family, we have a tribe, and this tribe can make a difference on the planet just by the love that they share in their hearts. And I see you as an embodiment of that, my dearest Renee. So thank you for showing up and speaking your truth unencumbered by any resistance or fear or doubt or insecurity, and always honoring the fact that you must remain open to the outcome of your medicine service. That said, are there any last words you'd like to share with our community before we bid farewell, or just temporarily farewell?
Well, thank you for mentioning this community and how I remember in the very early days, sometimes being in a class with many, many, many people with you virtually, having how much it touched my heart, and how those connections, how knowing that there were thousands of people like me around the planet that care in many of the same ways. That was just very fulfilling. And I now also have personal friends all over the globe that I am close to and have, thanks to FaceTime being free, we have crazy calls at all hours of the day and night. And it's just beautiful, Don Oscar. It really is. And thank you so much for bringing this lineage to us and connecting all of us.
Rainbow Tribe salutation. With profound gratitude in my heart for you being who you are, sister. Looking forward to being in Sacred Hoop with you in person again. Until then, these virtual means shall suffice. Indeed, Renee, thank you again.
Thank you, Don Oscar.